Today is going to be a bit different, as we're going to be covering both Mechanic Man and another game. But before I begin, can everyone hear me? Well, I can hear myself, so let us begin. Wait, one moment. There we go. And let's hope for the best. I had to change up my recording setup today because of a technical issue, so my apologies if there's some wonky screen transitions or whatnot. Crossing fingers. Both this and the next game take a bit of a while to load. So welcome to Stream Diboomin, YouTube, Sylveon, Mr. Lee, Buster, Eduardo, YouTube, Jerryman, and everyone else. We'll see about that, Diboomin. Greetings, everyone. My name is Adderville, and I welcome you all to my blind live Let's Play of Mechanic Man, a Mega Man Classic-like freeware game developed by Northern Mind. So without further ado, let's start the game. This game was suggested to me by Diboomin. So here's our selection of 6 combat units: CU Elect, CU Metal, CU Flare, CU Speed, CU Liquid, and CU Bio. Who should I go after first? CU Elect it is. I'll be playing this game using a controller. And as this is a blind Let's Play, I apologize in advance for any silly mistakes or false assertions I make. So here's a main character called Steel. Steel. Instead of having a Buster, he fires spanners at enemies. We start with 2 lives and 1 E-Tank. Up there's an extra life. And just like with most of my other live Let's Plays, if necessary, which will probably be, this will be edited down in post. Electrified ladders, interesting. And our Sniper Joe analog, or in this case, shielded skulls. Guess I need a weapon to get that. So far, I am liking CU Elect's team. Oh goody, this reminds me of the fruit baths. Oh goody, that enemy reminds me of the fruit baths in Honest Mayor's stage. Those tele-analogs look a lot more menacing. Is that it? Is that the end of the stage? Yep, that's it. This stage was only 2.5 minutes long. Time to face off against CU Elect. So he jumps every time I shoot him. I think I got a strategy down. Get on him for the first one, jump over the second attack, then walk away from the third one. He was supposed to jump there. So when he gets below half health, he speeds up. Seriously, he's supposed to jump there. He's more difficult than I expected. He's trying to just dodge these sets of attacks, though. Mainly trying to figure out the timing. I wish the damage dealt on these attacks was 4 instead of 5. Did it on my third attempt. That was a close one, though. Yeah, that's kind of off limits right now, Buster. Especially due to some of the content in the levels. And by defeating him, I got the electric diffuser. So probably the dash attack. Alright, who should I go after next? See, look what it is. 5 is quite a bit of contact damage, to be honest. 4 would be a lot more. 4 would be more reasonable. Especially considering how fast his attacks can come out. So these are like mats. See, I don't mind the language in that game. What I do mind is one of the level's content. That's neat. So we can turn them on and turn them off by shooting them. Oh boy, spike drop section. Bit of a close one, to be honest. I wish the screen transitions here were slower. That's why I'm really wary of these jumps in these sorts of levels. Checkpoint density, that's really generous though. In terms of checkpoint density, this is very generous. Wait, we're still human in this game? I thought we were a robot. Oh wait, there's a platform down over there, I didn't notice. I guess we're wearing a power suit then. Wonderful. I was low on lives anyways. This is not as bad as Hard at Tree Water though. It doesn't feel like you're walking at a snail's pace. Oh, by the way, the name of the main antagonist of this game is called Dr. Bronze. He created all these combat units that we're facing. I wish this game supported larger windowed resolution modes. As the default one is pretty small. Oh. Again, I thought there was actually a platform down there. Small screen size plus similar background and foreground colors. Or change the color of the platforms, that worked too. Oh yeah, I have the electric diffuser now, so could I go for that E-bag? Yes, I can. It worked exactly the way I thought it would. It's a dash weapon. So it's a homage in the way. So it's similar to Roku-chan that way, Daibuman, in being a homage. Although, unlike Roku-chan, it tries to be more different from its inspiration, at least graphically. I see those spikes up in the ceiling. Is he gonna have some attacks like Burst Man? Yes, he does. To be honest, this boss was easier than Siulek. I got Liquid Lift. So who should I go after next? Sea Speed it is. Let's try our Liquid Lift first, especially as there's an extra life over there. Alright, so lift me up. I guess it's super effective. Against CU Fire then. As this stage is called CU Speed, I expect there to be force beams. Or these blades. Or apparently these blades then. Are these blades instant dead? Wait, enemies have a chance to drop E-bags? Yeah, this does remind me of CX. Hopefully these are not instant death though. Okay, these are not instant death. In fact, they don't even deal that much damage to me. These spikes, however... Really? Guess I didn't press up. According to Rafa, apparently CU stands for Copper, not Combat Unit. It's more of a Mega Man clone, Philip, not a ripoff. Similar to how Roko-chan is a Mega Man homage and clone. And he does have a point, Buster, as the main antagonist is called Dr. Bronze, and the story apparently focuses on rare metals, or something like that. Is there a way to destroy those vehicles? Pop-up attackers, but we can see them before they come. Gonna have to play it safe here. And fall off the ladder at the same time. There must be a way to destroy them or stun them. And unlike the Joes in the other Mega Classic series, I can't just shoot through their shields. So I just need to time it. Anyways, here's to use speed. Oh goody, he's like a ninja then. I knew this stage felt like a dojo. I didn't got the hang of his pattern for at least the first phase, but for his critical mode, I'm not sure. Critical mode. He seems to only have gone slightly faster. His critical mode phase didn't really feel that different, outside of one new attack. Welcome to Scene Kroby, long time no see. Speed slash. Who should I go after next? We have a tie between Metal and Bile. Someone break the tie, please. See you, Bio it is. Buster broke the tie. Now I'll deliver a game over here to get back to full lives, though. On second thoughts, nah, I'll keep going. So these are the force meat analogs of this game. So the flowery ends are the instant death parts. Yeah, at this point I think I will game over. It's not even a fan game technically, it's a freeware game. As it doesn't use any Mega Man assets. As I just said, Eduardo, no, this is not a ROM hack, nor a fan game. This is a freeware game. So the flowery bulbs are the instant death parts of these force beams. Whereas the green vines are solid platforms. Thank you for the pill bottle. Apparently these are called pill bottles. I find it strange that these bubbles weren't in the water level. Oh yeah, I should try out the weapons. And never opened the metal blade. Wait, who is she? Is she like the proto-man of this game? Oh boy, that's tighter than I expected. Oh wait, it seems that my E-bags do not persist between game overs. Great. Well, if I get to a boss with low health, I'll start using the E-bags. At the very least, after a game over, I always start over with at least one. I always start over with one E-bag. Take 3. Attempt number 3. Two lives, Mr. Lee. I thought I was gonna die there. Thank you, Screen Transition, for saving me, and that was a trap. Still, this screen's a neat way to introduce the challenge. I just wish there was more warning in the next 2 screens. And perhaps make the bombs non-instant death. Then again, it would break one of the final sets. Then again, it would break one of the challenges later down the line. Attempt number 4. At least these stages are short enough to get back to the points we died at. At least these stages are short enough to get back to the last point. I mean, it only took a minute to get back here. I won't go for... Well, actually I can. Thank you, Electric Diffuser. That's why I love dashing weapons in Mega Man. Mega Man and Mega Man-like games. Come on. These enemies are even tougher than the Sniper Joe analogs, to be honest. Seriously. I hope I'm near the exit of this stage. There I am. Yeah, I am. Now let's see what tricks Bio has up their sleeves. Well, that was unexpected. I knew he was gonna fire something at me, but I didn't expect a tree trunk to drop from the heavens. But if I mash the fire button fast enough, I can break out of it. And he drops it anyways. Despite being more difficult than the water-based CU, they were still easier than CU Elec. Firebomb. Who's next then? CU metal it is. Graphics are a nice thing to have in a game. Good graphics are a nice icing to have in a game, but for me the most important parts are the gameplay. For me, the most important parts are the gameplay. But for me, the most important part is the gameplay. And story for that matter. You know, when it says CU metal, I didn't expect a traffic-oriented stage. Anyways, let's try out the weapon, Biobomb. Looks more like Biolog. Feels like I'm firing an offensive version of Item 2 at enemies. So these are explosive then. Can you use the electric fuse to get by? Sort of. Yoko moving platforms. In a way, they feel like one-way Yoku crash lifts. Thankfully, there are no enemies here. Oh, now there are. You know what? I'm just gonna use Z-Bag. Couldn't jump off fast enough. Hello, really generous hitboxes. You know, this section was fairly easy and was one of the better introduced gimmicks in the game. So like moles, but don't shoot them, otherwise they'll fly forwards. I'm guessing one of the weapons can destroy them instantly. And there we have it. This traffic stage was neat. All the stages feel neat, but they don't properly use their gimmicks, or they barely execute on them. And they feel rather short. They should be at least 33 to 55. They should be at least 33 to 50% longer. Oh good, he has a stomp attack too. That deals more damage than these walls, by the way. That stomp attack deals more damage than the walls. If Metal jumped around more, he'd be more of a threat. As it stands now, not so much. You know, outside of CU-Elec, most of the CUs aren't that difficult. Metallic Mom? So that leaves CU Flare. Now, if you start more often, you'd be a fearsome CU. Let's see what Metallic Mom does. No, that's not it. That's the log. I guess there's a shield? I guess there's a temporary barrier then? If I was experienced with this game's level design, I could just spam the electric diffuser and get past all these challenges a lot faster. This looks like a good time to test it out. Yeah, it does block shots. And if I hold down the fire button, it'll go forwards. It'll go forwards a longer distance. And apparently it just two-shot that enemy. And apparently it just two-shot the Cannon Joe. Nothing really. I learned how the Metallic Mom works. And learned it's a powerful barrier-based weapon. It just two-shot the Cannon Joe. So furnaces of fire fireballs upwards. I was worried that was gonna happen. Brilliant checkpoint's right up here. These are literally larger versions of These enemies are literally larger versions of the crazy cannons. Whoa. These are kind of like fan fiends. Because they work even if I'm not at the same level as them. Why thank you, enemy. I needed that. A bit more of a difficult level, but so far, the main difficulty of all the stages, outside of CU Bio, with the exception of CU Bio, has been the bosses at the end. Geez, especially in critical mode, his attacks aren't that easy to dodge. He's up there with Ciulek. Blaring Flow. Now we're taken directly to Dr. Bonds' stages. And yes, his hair is actually his... And yes, his hair acts as a saucer. If I hold down the button, it acts like a flamethrower. Not the strongest weapon, but works well against weak enemies, I suppose. Reminding me of Wily 1 and Mega Man 1. This setup with all the big enemies. Thank you for despawning yourself, enemy. So yeah, we have to use this as item 2. That's one way to make it stronger. I do approve. Well, I guess I can fire multiple at once. I guess I can release multiple of them as... I guess I can use multiple of them at once then. Seriously, game, what's with your generosity of E-bags? I want more extra lives instead. Thank you, game, you answered my... Thank you, game, you answered my call. How do we do that then? When it explodes, I have to immediately spawn another one? Or use electric diffuser, I guess. No, it doesn't go high enough. How do you get past this section then? Do we have to use the water weapon there? I don't know if that'll work. I'm jumping near my max height. Oh, but I only got one more shot at this. I can chain together special weapons, though. So maybe that's the trick. Yeah, that's the trick. Nope, too low. Well, I'll be right back in a moment then. And we're back. Let's try this again. Yeah, I noticed. Joy Quinn, please tone down your jokes in terms of content. We'll give him a warning. Just give him a warning. See, I make a distinction between a fan game and a freeware game. The main distinction I make between the two is whether it uses content from other games. This game does not use any content from Mega Man games. It's only heavily inspired by them. Same with Roku-chan. Now for stuff like Rock Hard Rivals and so the fan games that play, they directly use content from previous Mega Man games. And I figured out how to get this done. Vocalist will have the right idea. I just need to jump higher, that's all. I thought I was jumping at my max height, but apparently not. Compared with Mega Man, Steel can jump a bit higher. Oh, I want that extra life. Imagine if Rush Coil could always work anywhere you wanted, as long as there was a wall nearby. As long as there was a wall or solid surface nearby. Stage 1 wasn't that bad once I figured out the trick. And the first Fortress boss is... Cuter Yellow Devil. Oh, okay, so its weak points are those yellow blobs when it returns. That's different. But every time we destroy a piece, it'll fire the electric orb. Well, it's certainly a different type of devil, and it stays vulnerable for the majority of the fight too, so it doesn't take as long. I just need to get good at dodging. I just need to get good at dodging. And I agree with Daibuman's statement. You can actually destroy the orbs pretty fast. If we're good at button mashing. As I made painfully obvious, I'm terrible at dodging. And more pieces of it should have fallen. And more pieces should have fallen out of it once I damaged it more. Nonetheless, this was an interesting yet frantic encounter. No castle map screen. Slow and steady wins the race. Oh boy, I'm half expecting there to be a force beam section, or plant beam section, as should be called here. The placement of these spine analogs, they could do with some improvement. Oh, rats. Yeah, no thanks. I'm just using my trusty log. Moving furnaces? That's neat. Need new application of a gimmick we've seen before. And we made it. Like this huge stages, these stages feel short. Should be at least 33 to 50% longer. This reminds me of that boss in Gradius. What's his name called? Big Shield? Apparently this boss does not have any invulnerability frames. In that case, it should have had more barriers protecting it. If I was better at button mashing, I could have destroyed the boss in under half the time. Another issue after the game is switching back to your base weapon is harder than it looks. It should be made more obvious when you switch back to the regular spanner. That's a neat water direction, but these probably damage me too. Yep, they do. The electric diffuser is one of my favorite weapons in this game. The electric diffuser is one of my favorite weapons in this game. It makes you immune to weak enemies and projectiles while allowing you to dash forwards. Oh, I wish I had an E-bag. What? Oh, it blocks me from using the electric diffuser. I get them what they were going for in that game, Dead Woman, but there are better ways of doing that. Platforming. I know what rounders are, but at least this one poses more of a threat compared to the original ones. They didn't even finish staying the Limelight Tree, Croby. I thought I had energy left, but apparently no. Oh, how much I would love to have that. Oh, getting past your normal way isn't that difficult. There's the easy way through this section, but I'll take the harder way. Really? I need to get a timing down for them. Oh well, at least it restores all my weapon energy to full. Really? My least favorite enemies in the game so far are the spines, because of their placement. In this section. I'm gonna have to game over. This section is much harder than it looked. Frankly, my least favorite part of the stage is not the big eyes, or the big eye analogs. It has to do more with the spine placement. Because at least the big eyes are destroyable. Unfortunately, it seems that the spine analogs in this game are not stunnable either. Also, I don't like the fact that these walls actually hurt you. And this section, This would be so much easier if I had a shield weapon, not a barrier. An e-bag. Thank you, game. After 5 or so deaths, I made it back to this point. I keep forgetting that doesn't work. That's why I don't like these sorts of jumps. After 7 deaths, I made it back over here. Currently my least favorite stage in the game, due to issues with placements of spines and such. And I'm almost at the end now. Can you get down? Oh no. Another complaint about this game. Enemies can continuously respawn. Even if you go back to the spawn point. Music fades out, and this was actually the rematch stage. Well, here we go. First up is CU Bio. What could his weakness be then? Fire? Not blade. No, it's not fire. Could it be shield? No, it doesn't. Water? Nope, immune. It's electricity? I don't get this weakness order. Well, at least it always drops a weapon pickup afterwards. Is you Lek or is this you Bubble? It's a Lek. He seems to be weak to water. One thing I will say about Ciulek, he's not a good starting boss. At all. He should be one of your last two bosses you should go after in the order. And if you're not a max health, instead a large life pickup drops. See you, Metal. Let me guess, then it... Well, he dropped the blade, so... No, he didn't drop the blade, he dropped the barrier. I guess explosives? No? Fire? Immune. It has to be water, but I don't have that now. I hate when Mega Man type games do this. Sometimes I wish they should show the life bar flashing when you hit a boss with a weakness. make it more obvious, because otherwise you may accidentally get semi-weaknesses. Maybe not a stun animation, but at least flash the health bar red or something. It's not too bad in the Magma engine because you can see numbers flying out of enemies. See you, Bubble. No? It's explosives. That makes no sense to me either. It feels like the weakness order is in reverse or something. This is not my own idea. Capcom did this already for the ZX series. Okay, this sort of makes sense. The weakness idea of making the boss bar flash, that was present in the ZX series. I just want to see that ported over to the classic series. Again, this needs to be made more obvious when you're swapping to your base weapon. Well, I made it. I disagree with the boss weakness orders, but I made it. Now let's hope that it finishes off to another stage. I don't want to have to repeat this. Wait. Evil Steel? My clone wasn't that difficult, especially as it took double damage. Yes, Gokulas, whenever you hit a boss's weak point or use their weakness. The latter was more present in the sequel. Well, I'm gonna delivery game over here. Well, the entire screen flashes as well when you use a boss's weakness, so you won't notice that. You probably won't notice that. But yeah, I would like to see that ported over to the Classic and X series. Especially the Classic series. In the X series, bosses already react to weaknesses pretty violently. Bosses already react to weaknesses. Here we go, final boss time. A bulldozer. Whoa, that's a lot of firepower there. Oh. I was wondering where it went. Okay, Crane. How do you dodge this anyways? Oh, okay, just... Oh boy. It is, but I need you to dodge it. Basically, I just need to stay on ground level. See? As long as you stay on ground level, I'm fine. What did that do? Did that restore all our weapon energy? I hope it did. But of course, the game isn't over yet. Never mind, it supercharged the weapons. Now we can use them infinitely. Well, I failed this already. I thought I could spam it more often. What I actually needed to do... It's not really an escape sequence, it's a chase sequence. No weapon that can destroy these enemies, sadly. Maybe there is, but I'm not using it. Thank you for your generosity. From what I recall from reading the manual, she's Dr. Bronze's daughter. She's Dr. Bronze's daughter. Now on to Dr. Bronze himself. And his power suit. And yes, I know he's weaker to the spanners. Whoa. Didn't expect a super laser. This time, I'll use E-tanks. This time, I'll use E-bags. See what I mean? He takes double damage from the regular spanners. I don't recall in any Mega Man Classic game where your base buster deals more damage, where your base buster deals at least twice the damage of almost all the other special weapons. Actually, scratch that, there are. Nonetheless, that marks the end of Mechanic Man. I was hoping there would be a final phase because otherwise, he's kind of a pushover. And he falls way too fast, to be honest. For a final boss like him, he should have not taken double damage from the regular buster. Then again, you have infinite weapon usage, so I guess at this point you're supposed to trounce the boss. So this is a good time to give my overall thoughts on this game as a whole. Long story short, well, let's see what this does first. Well, I pressed that and shot, so let's see what it did. Nothing. I guess I entered the command incorrectly. In any case, here are my thoughts on this game as a whole. First, graphics. Graphics are passable, I guess. Maybe not as good as Mega Man Classic series, but they're fine enough. Though some stages need more distinctions between the background and foreground. We saw that problem in CU Bubble stage. Music. Now onto the music. Music of this game was surprisingly good. Notable teams are CU Elec and... One notable example is CU Elec. Boy, I didn't expect this team to be so good when I first played this game. Now onto the most important part of the game, the gameplay. In terms of it being a Mega Man inspired game, I think it did a passable to decent job. All the stages felt distinct from each other and had their own themes and gimmicks. But where the problems started to crop up is that none of the stages used the gimmicks to their fullest potential. They introduced them, but most of the time they barely used them. The only real exception I'd say would be CU Bio, with the flower beams, but even then it was barely used. In fact, it's because of this, most of the stages feel half the length they should be. So it makes the entire experience feel like it goes by a lot faster than it should. So it makes the entire experience go faster than it should. In fact, the most difficult parts of the game, I'd say, outside of Fortress Level 3, would be the boss battles. The toughest bosses in the game, I'd say, would be CU Elec and CU Fire. CU Elec because of how fast you have to react to its attacks, and CU Fire because of all the fireballs he throws around the place. But outside of those bosses, the other bosses were not that challenging. So would I recommend you play this game? I'm kind of 50-50 on this. To put it bluntly, I feel this is an okay to decent Mega Man-like game. There are certainly other titles that do a better job at... There are certainly other games that do a better job at emulating a Mega Man experience. But I enjoyed myself with this game, so if you're interested in trying this out, sure. So if you're interested in Mega Man-like games, sure, give it a look-see. Well then, I hope you all enjoyed my live Let's Play of Mechanic Man, viewers. If you enjoyed this Let's Play, please rate, comment, favorite, and or subscribe, as they all help with the channel. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter as well, and join my Discord server, as I regularly post updates there. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all in a future Let's Play. Alright, I'll be right back in a moment. This LP will be edited into 2 or 3 episodes, we'll see. Yeah, I will. That's just for the LP outro, Snivy. Just give me about 2 minutes. Alrighty, let's see if I can get this working. Alright, let's see if this works. Greetings everyone, my name is Etterville, and I welcome you all to my Let's Try of Mega Man Rock Hard Rivals demo, a Mega Man classic fan game in development by Yozaxia. This demo was released back in 2017, and there's been no demo since that point. So without further ado, let's begin. As this is a blind as these are my first impressions, I apologize in advance for any silly mistakes or false assertions I'll make. All I know is that this game is rather memey. And out we go. So here's a quick rundown of the controls. We can jump, shoot, dash, also slide, and wall jump. And we have the Mega Man 5 charge shots. I'm eagerly waiting this game as well. I'm eagerly waiting Strong 2 as well. This game is heavily inspired by Dong's square root of -1, and apparently CX as well. I mean, we can wall jump, and the life bar is in the same place as CX. Suddenly Sonic music. Whoops, yeah, I didn't see the enemy there, kinda blended in with the background. Thankfully though, we have infinite lives. Thank goodness I have wall jumping. Oh yeah, unlike the last game, I'm playing this game using a keyboard. Ah, there you are, Hardman. Oh, by the way, apparently according to the manual, or at least the online download page, this game's storyline is quite crazy. Oh no, Black Devil. This looks kind of out of place in the Mega Man Classic 8-bit. This looks kind of out of place of the 8-bit style. Also, what's going on with the music? Still easier than CX. Much easier. For Ender Boss, it was fine. Indeed, we will have to. Alright, here are our 8 RMs. Blaze Man, Sea Man, Suck Man, Baby Man, Rubber Man, Car Man, Flint Man, and Spook Man. So 50-50 shot, Blaze or Flint? Flint it is. So many messages are getting filtered on YouTube. The devs knew what they were going for. Oh, so M-Tanks actually increase your max HP. Really? You're here too? Could you please move the text box? In the next version, please move the text box down so I can see what's going on. Well, we're going full on meme. Okay. Oh, by the way, we actually start the game with 6 special weapons at hand already. We have S-Missile, S-Screws, Rubber P, which when we expand it actually increases our jump height, so it acts like the Star Crash. A slashing weapon, B-Rattle, a machine gun or something, or a suction machine gun. And a car crash. That weapon seems very excessive. You only have 2 uses, but it just completely annihilates anything it hits. It just completely annihilates anything it hits. Well, at least 3 of the special weapons feel powerful in this game. Really powerful. Oh, it says Q-Suck, not P-Suck. I'm not gonna... Well, I know what it stands for now that I think about it. Let's not dwell on that. Welcome to the stream, Babe Girl. I'm currently trying out a demo of Rock Hard Rivals. Well, at least the stage has more than a few unique enemies. I didn't expect those birds to just dodge my attacks like that. And fireballs to create platforms. I will say that this game's engine feels accurate enough. Physics feel fine, and we have quick weapon swapping, which actually shows the icons of both the currently equipped weapon and the ones next in the chain, and the ones next and previously on the chain. Agree, Gokulus, and they had a good introduction. Oops. I need to get used to dash jumping here with this different control set. There we go. Of course it'd be here. Well, you trolled me there with your life pickup. You know, compared with the previous game, this game's stages feel notably longer. They kind of feel like 2 stages glued together. Well, not in a bad way, but you get what I'm saying. Well, not necessarily in a bad way though, because this game actually changes up its usage of gimmicks and explores them to their fullest potential. Also, your movement options are a lot more fleshed out. I swear this used to be a spike drop section, the way it's designed. Here comes Flint Man. And down he goes. Let me guess, the weapon we get from him is called Flintstones. Congratulations to you too. Of course, it's Flintstones. Now off to Blaze Man. Wait, Flint Man's weapon took place in a volcano. Where does Blaze Man's stage take place in then? A smelter? Sonic Mets? Wow, this game's pulling off all the stops. And we have an 8-bit remix of Terminal Velocity playing in the background. Kirby enemies? Wow. Oh yeah, I should try the Flintstones. So, like a forwards and backwards firing shotgun weapon. Okay, these don't harm me. They just send me exploding upwards. I got worried by their sound effect. That's one way to remix the force beams, I guess. What did that do? Okay. Yes, I can shoot while dashing. There's no limitation on that. Is it just me, or has my horizontal dashing speed been increased immensely? At least doubled. Good to know. wish there were some enemies here. You're here too? Well, I should have expected as much. All I can say is that this demo is amazing. Both in terms of gameplay and the memes. Anything else you have to say? I can only assume that this pose is a reference to something. Ow. At least that's nice in depth. You're right, Snivy. This stage has nothing to do with fire. This stage might as well be renamed Laser Man. I mean, all the stages gimmicks so far deal with lasers. Or Speed Man. If there's another thing I'll say about this game, it's that both the mini-bosses and bosses are unique. Their attack patterns are not dull in the slightest. Although their attacks should deal more damage to me. Or they should have bigger health bars. And outside of a few screens, this game has been on the easier side. Then again, it is an in-progress demo, so it makes sense. Flash Blaze, okay then. All the other stages are done, so at the very least I'll showcase how that works. Pretty much a screen clearing weapon. It doesn't pierce enemy guards though, but that's fine with me. Alright, time to give my overall thoughts on this demo as a whole. Right now the level design, even though it is a bit more rudimentary, especially in the case of Flintman, it is fairly, I'd say almost good to good done. It's fairly well done. Gimmicks are introduced in safe environments and gradually escalated, resulting in a good climax at the end. I know this game is pretty memey with its storyline, dialogue, and the bosses and mini-bosses, but it's backed up with, at the very least, enjoyable level design that understands Mega Man that understands how Mega Man Classic is made, and it takes into account how players have access to, and it takes into account how players now have access to dashing and wall jumping. We saw it especially in the case of Blaze Man. Boy, I love the explosive force beams there. I want to see those in more games. In any case, I'll keep an eye on this fan game and see how it develops. Sadly, this demo was released in 2017, so... Sadly, this last demo was released in 2017, and I haven't seen any new updates since. Nevertheless, I hope this gets completed. This can join the pantheon of √-1 and Dongs and CX in terms of meme content. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles! Well then, this marks the end of the stream. I didn't expect to enjoy this demo that much, but this game pulled off all the stops. This demo pulled off all the stops, and true more references and memes than I anticipated. See ya, everyone.